It has never been as clear as it is today how paramount healthy eating is to good health. Many studies show that eating habits adopted at a young age are often maintained throughout adulthood. The University of Western Ontario is one of many Canadian colleges and universities whose students are maintaining unhealthy diets. This is a widespread public health issue taking place all over the world. The transition to university is a critical period for many young adults aged 17 to 24 that have the opportunity to influence future eating behaviors. It is also considered a high-risk period for weight gain, as students reported in our survey that they gained an average of 5 pounds in freshman year from poor diets. Weight gain has become so common within a student's first year of university that it has been given a lasting title known as the Freshman 15.
Makes you feel satisfied, and I think that's a big part of why I gained weight in first year, because I never really felt satisfied with the food that I was eating, and so I felt the need to eat more, but that was all I had access to, so I was just eating more and more of it.
Many students are unaware of the effects of unbalanced diets. Diets lacking in basic nutrients, fruits and vegetables, can result in decreased energy and unwanted weight gain. Long-term effects include increased risk of cardiovascular disease, osteoporosis, and cancer. Brittany Stewart, the manager of nutrition and resources for students, says that a poor diet can result in decreased focus, energy, and a lower immune system. This ultimately results in a poor ability to study and complete schoolwork, whereas a healthy diet can keep you energized and focused. A study conducted on first-year university students in Belgium states that those who had poor dietary habits did not show up for their final exams. Those same students also admitted to consuming more fried foods, such as French fries, on a regular basis. The study concluded that academic performance can be influenced by a wide range of health-related behaviors, specifically dietary habits that result in weight gain. Healthy food choices are an important issue for students in post-secondary education, but what exactly qualifies as healthy food? Little research has been conducted to categorize healthy foods as a defined concept. Today, many schools offer a large variety of both healthy and unhealthy foods. For example, the University of Western Ontario claims it puts great importance in providing students with a wide variety of healthy, tasty options. The nutrition section of the UWO website says all on-campus eateries serve fresh, approved, healthy options that follow the Canadian Food Guide. So what is the real problem?
At the cafeteria, there's options like mashed potato, French fries, and rice. But every time, I think me and my friends make the decision to get the worst food.
When living away from home, students are bombarded with an abundance of choices. When do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? How much do you want to eat? Suddenly, the option to eat pizza 2 days in a row becomes a reality. Because, why not? A study done at the University of Tuckman in 2013 collected data on 329 of its students through a questionnaire. The results revealed that students were consuming more carbohydrates than proteins or lipids, which are important for energy. The majority of students' diets were also lacking in vitamins B1, B2, and C, which are normally obtained through vegetables. Across the board, students reported an increase in consumption of sugary products, processed food, and a decrease in consumption of dairy, fish, fruits, and vegetables. Registered nutritionists who analyzed this data warned that these diet patterns did not cover the required amount of iron, calcium, and vitamin A. If these habits were to be maintained long-term, it could result in obesity or cardiovascular disease.
During exam period, I'm always hungry. I feel like I can eat everything.
Time and convenience are also factors.
While I'm studying, I don't have the hour to start cooking and making food. I need something I can eat quickly.
As a freshman at the University of Western Ontario, if you choose to live on campus, you will be placed in one of the 7 first-year residences. They all offer access to dining halls, however only 2 of the 7, Essex and Elgin, offer kitchen utilities. Kitchens allow students the option to store healthy snacks and avoid the endless temptations in dining halls like pizza, fries, or customized pastas. Our online survey was taken by over 100 students, and 22% of these students chose convenience as the most important factor when choosing food. When you are studying, cooking can be a pain, and grabbing food at the cafeteria or on-campus eateries is always a time saver.
I find that I have a lot of work and I'm constantly on campus, so when I'm eating my meals, I like to do what's most convenient and what's the fastest option.
Cost is another major factor.
In our residence cafeterias, we have to sacrifice eating healthy because some of our healthy options are more expensive than, per se, a bowl of mashed potatoes with gravy would be like $2, whereas a Mediterranean salad costs $6.
When living on campus at Western, a meal plan is mandatory for freshmen. Meal plans include both residence dollars and flex dollars that can be topped up online at any time. Flex dollars work for on-campus confection purchases such as Center Spot in the University Community Center and at partner restaurants. The Wave, The Spoke, Tim Hortons, and other fast food restaurants to off-campus eateries like Bearcat and Jack Astor's. Most of these restaurants promote their unhealthy, calorie-heavy dishes. For example, Harvey's and Center Spot may sell salads, but they are promoting their burgers and fries.
In res, it can be very difficult at times trying to maintain a healthy diet because in the cafeteria there are a lot of unhealthy options, and as an athlete, I need to maintain a healthy diet to keep my body in the best shape as possible, and I tend to lean to a lot of unhealthy decisions because there aren't as many healthy choices in our cafeteria.
Western meal plan cards are often a large influence on first-year students' weight gain. The meal plan allows students to buy whatever they want, whenever they want, at cafeterias. An article in the Huffington Post labels one of our own residences, Ontario Hall, as having one of the best cafeterias across Canada. However, this does not account for healthy food items, only variety. The cafeteria in Ontario Hall isn't just an ordinary cafeteria. It's also where students go to do work, hang with friends, all while enjoying the unhealthy yet delicious foods from the late-night snack bar.
I have a couple memories of me and my roommate doing laundry, which is placed in the cafeteria in Ontario Hall. And as we were waiting for our laundry, we would always be like, okay, while we wait, why don't we go get a snack? It was all pasta, fried food, like French fries or chicken fingers or like cereal, not really healthy food. And so you would always just end up snacking on that throughout the day, even when we weren't hungry, just because it was something to do.
A study conducted on freshman students at Cornell University had similar comments. Weight gain for first-year students at Cornell was strongly influenced by the environment around them. The results revealed that 20% of students' largest concern was their consumption of eating junk food. 47% of students stated that not only did snacking affect their weight gain, but also meal frequency. When living in a community with others, meal frequency is a large concern, as individuals are strongly influenced by their peers.
There are lots of laboratory studies that show that we unconsciously imitate the behavior of people who are near us. And so just for example, if I bring you into a room and I sit you next to someone who's eating more than the room next door where someone is eating less, you'll eat more. If I just randomly put you next to a stranger, you'll eat more.
I find it difficult to eat on campus because there are limited healthy options and there's a lot more fast food places, and then when you do find healthy options, you don't know all the nutritional facts about the food you're eating. So even though you might think it's healthy, you don't know all of the things that are actually going into it and all the facts behind it.
Does your morning routine include a bagel or muffin? If your answer is yes, you are like one of the many people in the never-ending line for the Spoke or Tim Hortons. Contrary to what many students believe, bagels and muffins are not always healthier. According to registered dietitian Karen Collis, the denser the dough, the higher the calories. Fluffy donuts range from 170 calories to 270 calories. Muffins contain 340 to 630 calories, and 4-inch bagels contain 300 to 380 calories. Collins also warns that we should pick our bagel toppings wisely. Only 2 tablespoons of cream cheese, and you've just added 100 calories and 6 grams of fat.
What you're getting, yes, they tell you the calories, but they don't actually tell you the nutritional values and the ingredients in the food that we're eating. It's really important, I think, to know that so we can pay attention to what we're eating and we can tell how much weight we're gaining.
Students' favorites from Western Spoke include mushroom Swiss and jalapeno cheddar, both unhealthy choices as they have added cheese.
Today, the Spoke had the shortest lineup, so I went there for lunch and I got a jalapeno cheddar bagel with butter. Most people would say that's not the most nutritious and healthy option, but it's what's most convenient for me.
Late night eating is popular for students who are up late studying or partying. Most often, they are eating high-fat and calorie foods at late hours where it is harder for their bodies to digest it. Late night eating is a major factor for weight gain at the University of Western Ontario. Many students claim that when they are studying or writing a paper, they are waiting until starvation occurs before grabbing a bite to eat. After many hours of hard schoolwork, they are also working up a large appetite, and when walking to the cafeteria, it is difficult to resist delicious greasy foods which often look and smell much more comforting than a salad or a piece of salmon. Students in university develop other habits such as partying and drinking alcohol regularly. These habits can also increase weight gain as one's eating habits are altered before, during, and after a drinking episode.
Usually before I go out, I like to plan ahead and eat carbs because I know I'm going to be drinking. And sometimes before I come home after drinking, I'll eat more carbs like pizza or fries. And even the next morning when I'm feeling hungover, I'll sometimes eat another carb to soak it up.
Students who begin these binge eating habits following drinking in first year are most susceptible to continuing them in the future. Despite the efforts made by universities to have healthier options and promote healthy eating, larger steps need to be taken in order to combat this issue. Aside from adding more healthy options across campus, Western should follow the University of Massachusetts and use proportionally divided plates. Nutritionist Amanda Stewart also recommends this plate method, which consists of fruit, vegetables, a quarter of protein, and a quarter of grains. This will allow students to see quantities of each food group that they should eat in order to maintain a balanced diet. Schools need to better indicate which food options are healthier and promote those that have more health benefits over foods that will detract from one's health. Nutrition indicators labeled on snacks and menus at on-campus eateries and restaurants can also be helpful for students who are trying to choose a healthy option. A smartphone application that displays foods sold on campus along with its nutritional value, calories, and ingredients would be a helpful and easy to access information outlet for students. Furthermore, students should also have to attend a mandatory training session through their school to be educated about nutrition and the benefits of maintaining a healthy diet during frosh week of their freshman year. This session should highlight the dangers of an unhealthy lifestyle and include the short and long-term effects of an unhealthy diet. Young adults in post-secondary schools spend substantial amounts of time on campus, and as a result, this environment affects their diets. We believe these institutions have a responsibility to provide an environment that makes it easier for students to make healthy food choices.